You're listening to the Haunted Voices Radio Network.
Check out Rebecca's website for the latest Journeys news and more. Log on to www.journeyswithrebecca.com.
All right, everyone, welcome back. And you are listening to Journeys with Rebecca. And we are here now with Miss Nancy Ogren. Hello, Nancy.
Hi there.
Again.
Yes.
You know, I meant to get back with you during the break, and unfortunately, I'm a little illiterate, I guess, with how to use the phone today. So can I tell the story? Should I tell the story? Okay, this is something that really only happens to me because it's just one of those freak things, right?
Yes.
So I wake up this morning, have this terrible, terrible headache. I'm running late. I woke up late. I didn't get much sleep. We had a lot of storms here in the Kansas City area. So I'm in there digging in my closet. I've got to get some things out because I have an appointment that I have to get to. So it was actually a Reiki appointment. So I'm trying to gather things up, and I'm inside of this closet trying to pull things out, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm in there, and as I'm in there, I pull this ceramic cup warmer off, and it hits me right in the top of the head. And when it hit me in the head, it went into like all these different pieces. So I I must have a really hard head, right? So I'm sitting there having this little conversation inside of my head, going, "Oh, that's going to be a goose egg." And, this other part of me is going, you need to get going. You're going to be late for your appointment. In the meanwhile, I had this terrible, terrible headache. So I'm pulling everything out. I'm ignoring the headache, and I'm pulling everything out. I'm getting it at the door, and I'm running around. And I stand there for a minute, and I was thinking there was something I was supposed to do. Oh, yeah, I was going to take some ibuprofen, right, for my headache. And I realized I didn't have a headache anymore. So, the remedy for me is, if I have a headache, I just clunk myself back over the head.
Exactly.
It's called reverse engineering, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so there you have it. So, and honestly, I have lost this entire day.
Yeah.
I have lost this entire day. I went from it being 8 o'clock this morning to it being 10 minutes to 6, and I was 45 minutes late giving you a call tonight. Yes. When 2 hours before I was 2 hours early calling you.
That's right.
It was it's just been one of those really bizarre days for me. So, and I'm just laughing about it because I'm thinking, gosh, was a bump on the head really causing this much havoc, or is it just something else going on?
Exactly. Well, and we're in those last days from an astrological point of view of Pisces, and Pisces is all about water, and so it's not good at anchoring anything down either. So here we are, kind of floating around, having a time change that you think wouldn't affect us, but does. I mean, I think, I just feel like I love daylight savings time, but the first week I'm just a mess.
Well, usually it doesn't bother me too much, and the only reason it bothered me today is because I didn't sleep well last night because of the storms.
Yeah.
And, of course, I talk about I have animals, and they all kept me up until the wee hours of the morning. So when I finally did fall asleep, I still only had a few hours of sleep. And, that's why I woke up late, because I still only had a few hours of sleep.
Exactly.
So it kind of started the whole day kind of in that discombobulated mode,
Yeah,
absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. So anyway, what do we want to do first? Do we want to go into emails first, or do we want to...
Let me just talk a little bit about where we are in the moon cycle, just so that I kind of don't have to reference that when we are talking about the charts that we have to look at.
Okay, sounds good.
Well, partly, too, because I want everyone to know that tonight is the full moon. It goes on into tomorrow because it's late tonight. So if you're somewhere where you can see the moon, it is full. And but it will also seem still reasonably full tomorrow. And we can appreciate it. If you're going to do a ceremony or a celebration of the full moon, you could even be doing it tomorrow night, and the police aren't going to come and arrest you for mistaken assumptions.
There you go. Yeah.
So, but the full moon is in Virgo because the sun, the full moon, is always 6 signs opposite where the sun is. Any full moon, it's always the opposite of where the sun is. So we have the sun in Pisces, and so we have the moon in Virgo, because Virgo is the opposite of Pisces. And what we're doing, as I talked about 2 weeks ago, this is our chance, and that goes into time, trying to hold on to time. Virgo's trying very definitely to redefine it and re-coordinate it, while Pisces is saying, no. Any time we step into the dream time is a good time. And any time we have to spend daydreaming, dreaming, meditating, all of that, Pisces is more than happy to support that and help us do that. So we've got this full moon in Virgo, and like I said, Virgo would like to see a bit of focus. And where are we going and what are we doing? But I think we have to appreciate these last days, these last 10 days of Pisces, and use Scorpio to say, okay, what I'll do is I'll put an intention, even though it's affirmations because it's a full moon, but I'll put an intention on how, as we move into Aries, I will make a commitment to what actions I'm going to take and start thinking about our actions that we're ready to step up to and agree that it's time for them. And I think that goes all the way back to Barry's reading, where you were feeling it was, things are going to happen for him, and I feel I agree with that. I mean, just referencing him, we're all going to be feeling in about 5 days like we've gotten the final notice, and we better bring the whatever the taxes in.
Right.
Is due, whatever it is. It's time. It literally is time for the new cycle. And again, that's really that Virgo full moon saying, let's start the activities because we're ready to roll.
Well, and so that's what we're doing too with this new show. So, and I'm a little remiss here. I do want to, if Mary's still there listening, thank you, Mary, for being a part of the show. It was delightful having you on. It was just delightful. We're just really glad that you were able to join us tonight, and I'm looking forward to working with you. And I know that the audience is going to just come to grow and love you as Nancy and I both do as well. So. Yes,
I was very lucky when I met her at an astrology class here in town. Somebody had invited her to one of my astrology classes, and at the end of class, I invited her to a different one because the other one was sort of in the next town. And I said, why don't you come to the one up in Fort Collins? And so from then on, she's been a fast friend, and we do so much work together. We do our workshops together, and she is such an addition to the energy wherever she goes. She really is a light.
She is. She's a beautiful lady. I had a wonderful opportunity to meet her last year when I came out and met you in person as well.
Right.
So it was a fabulous time, and of course Colorado is just a beautiful state, and it's fabulous out there.
Yes.
So do you want to begin now with some emails?
So now let's talk about...
let's see. I know we've got like 3 or 4 of them here. I'm trying to find them all.
KP, that's who we have. KP's chart.
Okay, you want KP first. Okay.
Yeah,
KP.
we'll do KP.
Okay.
This is another interesting thing about the dynamics of people, because she also has her sun in her 10th house. She has her sun in Capricorn, Mercury in Capricorn, and the asteroid Juno, which is a very